Hello, if you've done your first 4 drafts on paper and pencil, we're going to slide over and start using a CAD drawing program, a computer-aided drafting program to help us to create our designs. Some of you may find this easier and you'll be happier with it. And in the end, you're going to end up with something like this based off of your paper. So the paper that you have, or if you're building off of this exact thing, we can first start in by signing into SketchUp, edu.sketchup.com/app. You also, if you go in the bottom corner and click the circle on your Chromebook, you can also have and find the program on your computer existing already. When you open this program or open this website, it may ask you to sign in with Google, and you're going to want to do that. To start with, we'll click on the down arrow next to create new, and we're going to be doing our work in millimeters. Just like you did the paper pencil drawings in millimeters, you'll do these in millimeters as well. So let's click on decimal millimeters. You can see that this is a 3D world, but we're going to turn it 2-dimensional. First thing I'd like you to do is to delete this individual. And then now you can save your document, your drawing in your Google Drive. Go in your Google Drive, name an appropriate name. Also, by doing this initially early on, it should auto-save about every 5 minutes if you forget to push the save button so you don't lose your progress. Create a new folder and make your drawing happen. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make a piece of paper. Now, how big is a piece of paper in millimeters? Well, it's 5.5, not 5.5, it's 8.5 inches by 11 inches. 8.5 by 11. That's approximately 279. Or 280. Let's do 280 for an even number. Let's pick this tool here. Our toolbar is down the left side, and we're picking this tool, which is called a rectangle. Click once, then move your trackpad. Do not click and drag. Click once, and we're going to type in to your keyboard. You do not type in the bottom right box. You do not need to move your cursor down here. Move your box. Do not click. Type 280 millimeters, comma, space, and 8.5 inches the other way. And we'll convert 8.5 215 millimeters. Then press enter. Now you're going to have a teeny tiny square, and that is just fine. Now that we have that square, let's go to this bottom tool, and clustered in here on the bottom is the last one called Zoom Extents. And if we click on that, it's going to bring us all the way in. Next, I want you to go to the right-hand toolbar, and we're going to go to the one that looks like a movie is happening, which it's not. It's called Scenes. We're going to click on it, and we're going to click on this center one, which is going to bring us top and right over top of what we're doing. So here's our piece of paper, simulated, and we're going to leave everything flat in a flat world and not draw 3-dimensional here at this point. Inside, as you can see in our drawing on the left side, we have a border, and we're going to create that border now. We're going to use this measuring tape, and we're going to click anywhere along this left-hand line. Click once, and you're going to move it over, and we're going over 15 millimeters. So just type it in, 15, 1, 5, enter. And you'll have this dotted line. These lines we're going to take out later, but they're going to help us with getting everything where we want it. Up 7 from the bottom. You don't necessarily need to type in the millimeters because it's default set for millimeters. 7 from the right, up to the top, click on the line, down 7 from the top. And now we have this box around the outside. Let's go ahead and we'll put a rectangle, clicking in one of the corners, going to the other corner, and we have a box. Let's get rid of these construction lines by selecting the cursor, click, drag from right to left. From right to left, it will select it. Hit your backspace button, and we will get rid of those. All right, we're going to put these bottom lines in from bottom up. They're 3 millimeters apart. Let's do it this way. Let's click the Move tool. Before you click or do anything else, on the bottom of your screen, down here, it will tell you Control. Mine says Option. Yours should say Control equals Cycle, Copy, Stamp, Move. So you're going to push Control, and then you're going to click, and you're going to go up 3 millimeters. And then we're going to repeat the process. Control, click, 3, enter. Control, click, up 3, enter. This is what happens when you don't press Control. Control, see the little plus sign next to the Move button? You need that every time. Up 3, enter. Do it again. Control, click, up 3, enter. And we're going one more time. Control, click, up 3, enter. There we go. This is where we're going to put in the bottom information so that everybody knows what's going on in our title block at the bottom. Now we're going to divide these up into the sections at the bottom. This bottom area, the title block, that's where all the information about the drawing goes. We're going to go from here over, if you remember from making your own, 30. We're going to go from there, 75. Click on this one again. We're going over another 75. Click again, 25. Well, one more, 25. And then whatever's left over is fine for us. Now let's go and grab this pencil. Our line tool, we'll click here, and we will click at the bottom where we want it. Click, click. And let's fill those, each one in like that. Let's get rid of our construction lines. Selecting the cursor, we're going right to left, making a box from right to left. There'll be a dotted box, and anything that dotted box touches, it will select for us. If you did go from left to right, you can see it's a solid box, and it's not going to grab any of those. They're not highlighting in blue. I'll go right to left. They're all highlighted blue. Now I can backspace, and I can get rid of that. Now, at this point, I suggest you're going to save this again. But let's go here in the hamburger menu, the 3 lines. You're going to go Save As, and you're going to name it Border Template. Now, you do not have to create this brand new each and every time. Save As Border Template. Yes, purge all if it asks you. And you can put all that information. You can, save it as border template, maybe with your name on it. And then all that information is already there. And so when you start a new drawing every time, instead of creating a new border, you have one fresh to start off of. You can open that border template. The first thing you can do is click Save As. and you can create it as your new drawing. So if you're starting on drawing number 5 and you're watching this video on the border template, you are going to want to do another save as to get started and begin that drawing. So hopefully this is helpful to you. If you have any questions or you're wondering anything, make sure you talk to me, Mr. Taylor, and have yourself a good day.